going on, everybody? UFC Kansas City Parlay stream. We're here. It's Lucas and Rohan. Ready to make some goddamn money. Let me get this light on. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Yeah, you guys know how this works. We put together these Hail Mary parlays. Last week, we cashed one big at UFC, or 2 weeks ago, UFC 314. That was fucking awesome. And we're looking to repeat that success. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys the parlays we placed last week. By the way, me and Rohan and I, we got to make this relatively quick because there's a lot of brain rotting we need to do. We need to watch the NFL draft. Knicks.
A lot of entertainment to
we need to, just enjoy our Thursdays. Simple. But that's not going to mean we're not going to make money. First of all, these were the parlays we did last week. This first parlay should have hit. Cowan got finished, unfortunately. The safe parlay misses. This parlay, 1, 2, 3, 4, misses by Krylov. So that's two parlays that missed by one leg. Kind of crazy.
And then my individual one missed by 3 leg too, or by 1 leg too.
Relax, we're gonna get to it. This one got smoked. Rohan's parlay. Speaking of,
look at that shit, bro. I got robbed, not robbed, but Sean Woodson did not stick to the game plan, and it cost me. But that was still a good parlay. I stand by the picks. I thought they were solid picks, and yeah, 2 of them won. But damn, that was the juiced one. That was the juiced one. I'm mad.
We got the chat bumping early. Yeah, Rohan's misses by 1 leg. Unfortunate. But then I came through. Look at that beauty. How do I check mark emoji? Cash it.
Cash it.
This one smacked. Look at that. Beautiful. A roast around one was a great bet. Oh, my God. And then the literally absolutely insane parlay. I mean, if Patty didn't finish him in round 3, that would have hit. Rodriguez split. That didn't hit. Cowan split. Okay, yeah, that one got smoked. But it was a great card.
It was.
I need you to yap as I get rid of all of these. Get rid of all this.
Yeah, well, it was a good card. We can kind of recap it a little bit. I thought there was a decent amount of violence. Obviously, Volkanovski, man, what a performance he put on, and I was just really happy. Obviously, I was talking about out in the lead up. I was not fading him, but just picking Lopes because I felt like there would be chances for him to hurt him. And we did see those chances come, and he really got tagged clean like a bunch of times. And it proved that he has that championship medal still, and he was able to survive those shots and win the belt. So I'm happy for Volk. But other than that, I thought it was a lot of fun fights. The Dom Reyes, man, the Dom Reyes win. I'm so happy for him. I've been, rooting for the comeback for a while now. And I mean, the way the knockout happened, it was just kind of crazy. Like it felt like, Krylov just kind of put his head out there for Dom Reyes to catch him. And he did just that. So that was a good performance. And then what else happened? Jandaroba. I honestly was impressed with
so many better fights. And we're talking about Jandaroba.
I'm just thinking about because, actually, I didn't actually see a lot of the card. On the night of, I was with family and they were like stalling, man. I was trying to get to the screen and I was trying to get back here to watch. And so I missed, actually. I had to go back and watch the Pimblett fight and the Yair fight. I missed both of those. So I did see them though back, and I was pretty impressed with Patty Pimblett. I will say, like, for all the shit I was talking in the breakdown and saying, how I thought, he's just not that impressive and I've never been that impressed. I think this was the fight where I was actually impressed, like he was a lot cleaner, a lot more, composed on the feet. And I think Chandler, it was a combination of him looking good and Chandler looking old because, I kind of did say, like, after that first 5 minutes and first, like, 3 minutes really of the fight, he just has nothing. And it is because he is just, I don't want to, like, man, that guy, I don't know how he maintains that level of physique and I just never really addressed the cardio because that has always been his Achilles heel. But yeah, Patty looked good. Yair, I don't think he really set himself up for like a big fight with that win. I would say, it was just him handling business. I thought
he's getting a title shot though.
What'd you say?
Looks like he's getting a title shot somehow.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, then I guess he did set himself up. Well, the trash talk with Lopes was pretty good. But a title shot against Volk, we saw that shit. Like, I don't want to see that again. I think Volk probably does the same exact thing he did the previous time if they do fight. But unless Yair learned how to wrestle and grapple out of the blue, then maybe it's a different story. But I think Patricio Pitbull, he was just old, a similar thing to the Chandler fight. Like, you could just see the age from the moment the fight got started, and you just know who was going to win. So Good job, Yair. I did pick Yair, so I'm happy about that. What else happened? I'm gonna go back to Virna because I was very confident about Virna, and I know a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm gonna unfortunately have to cut you off there. Let's start this parlay.
But no. She looked fucking good. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. Virna looked good, bro, and I'm impressed. And I think she can beat a lot of women on her day. So that was impressive. I like the card though. It's a good card. Let's get started with Kansas City. We're in Kansas City now. I love it.
Let's do it, folks. We're back. We're coming off a cash parlay. My parlay. Let's see if Rohan can do it this week. But let's start off with our safe parlay. You know what? Last week, folks, it was our biggest betting card of all time. I was very confident in multiple legs, but now it's a little harder. So we got to be careful. Wow, the Matt Schnell line got fucking smacked. I mean, first of all, I like Schnell in the safe parlay. I mean, we were both big on him.
What was it originally? I seen minus 170.
Minus like 300.
Wow.
You want to do Schnell?
I mean, I've seen like a few conflicting opinions, but I can see it. I can see it. You can see it, right? You can see Jimmy Flick winning the fight. I can see it, but I don't think it happens. But I can see it. I think it's pretty safe. But what? Yeah, it's pretty safe. Unless like Jimmy Flick just doesn't have the power to catch him, and so like that really eliminates a lot of the questions I have about the chin. And so it's like, is he going to get subbed? And I don't think he's going to get subbed. Like he's shown, I think, good takedown defense against better wrestlers, better grapplers than Jimmy Flick. So he should get it done. But both of these guys have just like considered retirement recently. So it's just like it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Yeah, they both actually retired and then came back.
Yeah, like they both did retire. Like when you're, I don't know. I don't know about safe, but I think he should. Like he should. Yeah. It's matched.
So we're going Schnell, or we put him in
safe with Schnell, but yeah, I guess. I think there's more. I think there's better though. Like at that price range,
brother, it's a tough card. Like, what else do you got?
I mean, what's the line for like? Hold on, let me do some exploring. I was trying to do some pre this podcast, but a lot of the lines on Bovada aren't really showing up on all the books, at least.
I don't mind.
Like Minming Zhang inside the distance, minus 325. Can we start it with that?
No,
that's way outside the price, but I think like.
Why would we do inside the distance minus 325?
Or round one, minus 115.
I don't know.
He's gonna finish that old man in round one.
I don't know.
Every single one of his fight, or how about just fight ends in round one? Fight ends in round one is minus 130. How does that fight get out of one round? Like even Zhang, all his losses come in round one too. I'm
more confident in Schnell than I am in Zhang, to be honest.
I mean, it's like, yeah, theoretically he's gonna win, but it's just like it's Matt Schnell, so I'm never like too comfortable in picking him. But yeah, I mean, I'd be low key just more comfortable taking Elder money line. Did you say that? Or
no, I didn't. I'm not that comfortable with Elder money line.
But the Gage Young coming on short notice, like
you want to do Blackshear minus 4,500? Just call it like that.
Yeah, I mean he's not gonna lose to Alatengedi.
How about Randy Brown minus 265?
I kind of like Randy Brown this weekend, yeah.
So why don't we just do Randy Brown? Just do some money lines. Brown, Blackshear, and what's his fucking name? Schnell. Thoughts?
Okay, what does that come out to? Because Schnell should be actually decent. Like,
well, no, we're gonna have to put more legs than that. I'm just saying.
As a little base, yeah. Okay, that works. That works. Those three: Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby. I think Randy Brown is a point fighter and Dalby is a builder, so like there is that risk. But at the same time, I do think Randy Brown is cleaned up his fight. Yeah, I think he's too skilled for Nick Dalby. I think he has too many ways to hurt him. So yeah, give me Rude Boy in that one. Who else? You said Blackshear. Yeah, Blackshear should get that done. There's no way he loses to Alatengedi. Not after he just beat Dirt and subbed him. Amareem, something with Amareem, like Amareem inside the distance is such. I just think I
don't mind it. How about like an Amareem point spread?
Yeah, perfect. Because even if she wins by decision, it's going to be dominant. I really don't see Polyana putting up a fight. I don't. I think Amareem, it's juice. I know it's crazy. I mean,
let's
Amareem.
Let's play the ITD or the yeah.
Inside the distance minus 325. I like that.
Minus 295 on DraftKings.
Okay, better, even better. Yeah, I really don't see that fight ending any other way.
All right, last leg.
I
I like the Wellmaker Simon
fight. What, like over?
I think that goes over. I think that
yeah,
goes
over.
What do we think? Over 2.5 or what?
But low key, that. Yeah, no. We can. There's other over unders that we'll look at later, but I do think that's going to be a tough fight. Simon, I don't see him getting finished because even though Wellmaker is like very accurate and very polished on the feet, I don't know where his power is at the UFC level. So and Simon has eaten punches from like Peyton Taba. I mean,
I like that over 2.5.
Yeah, I think over 2.5 is good in that one. I think I like that a lot. Yeah,
I think that's good.
Well, yeah, that's like 5 legs, right?
Yeah, I mean that's minus plus 437. I mean that's pretty safe.
I like it.
There we go. There's our first parlay, folks. Boom. I think that's gonna smack, honestly. All right, safe-ish. Let's cook. Let's try to not use those same legs.
Yo, where are you with the Chikadze and Onama? Like, are you confident in Onama or?
I don't know.
Because I was thinking maybe a Chikadze point spread. Like,
I think Onama sub.
that was what I picked on Tapology. But if it doesn't end like that, like Chikadze is gonna win the minutes on the feet. I would assume. But I mean, I could also see Onama like wrestling him for 2 of the 3 rounds or
Brother, fuck that. Fuck that.
All right, we can kind of leave that one.
Are you confident enough in Gary to put him in this one?
Ian Gary?
No, my uncle Gary.
Bro, I'm on the opposite side. We had a whole.
Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. I'll save that for mine. Right.
No, not at one. Bro, don't ever put that.
We were both on.
Just bet Ian Gary, bro.
We were both on Castaneda, right?
Yeah, I think no. I did take, but in that fight, I mean, it's the to go the distance.
Oh, it's fine.
To go the distance is free money. I don't see how that
fight goes. Okay,
but it is juice. You know what it is? It's minus 350. But I just
that's fine. I'm fine with that.
I really don't see who's finishing who in that. I think. Oh no, because Romero's the favorite. Nah, I don't want to. I don't really feel anything in that Timmy Kwamba fight. How about
we just do Chandler Edwards goes the distance?
That's the obvious one that we haven't really mentioned. Yeah, I mean it is gonna go the distance. It is. So yeah, it's only minus 400 is actually not that bad. Anything with Aliskerov, he's minus 400, minus 450.
No.
A little too risky.
Yeah.
Moniz. Oh, we got to do something with Pereira. I feel like I'm pretty confident in him, or at least
I think. Okay.
Like a finish only. I know you don't like to do those in these parlays, but
how about Gary Prates going over 1.5?
Yeah, what's the line on that?
Minus 350.
Yeah, because I picked Prates knockout 2 on Tapology, but I do think that it's a likelier chance that it gets out of the second round because Gary, I mean, he is a pretty smart fighter, like you were saying on the pod. So, and I think Prates is too. I think people don't give him enough credit. So I think that'll go over 1.5 for sure. How many legs is that? That's 4 legs, 3 legs. So, bro, really juice. We need some this is safe-ish though. We need at least a few that can reduce the odds here.
I mean, we can just take Ming Yang to not go the distance.
That's also juice.
Is it? The under 2.5 is
fight ends inside the distance is minus 550.
Under 2.5 minus 475. If you want to do that, we could just put a bunch of juice legs for this.
I mean, that might be the way to go on this card because it's just there are the favorites that should really win. So yeah, that's not bad. I think the under. I'm really confident in that under 1.5, man. But I mean, we can say that.
I'm not.
I am, bro.
I mean, I think if we bet Ming Yang round 1.
But even if it's Smith under 1, like that first round, is still like later in the first round after that first 2.5 minutes of Min Yang.
Brother, Smith is a corpse at this point, but if he does get out of round 1, then I think he just like carries him late. Maybe gets like a late finish.
Yeah, we never know. I guess it's Min Yang's first real test, so we'll see. All right. What else?
This is tough.
Yeah, this is an interesting card. You want to play Onama money line?
No, not at all.
You wanted to play Schnell money line, but not Onama money line.
We can play Blackshear sub. How about that?
Oh, I like that. What's
Plus
that?
165.
Oh yeah, that should help us out a lot.
I like that. I think that's money. That's great. That's actually really good. I like it a lot.
Blackshear sub. He should get the sub.
All right, we got to add some more. We can throw just Amarim point spread in there, minus 525, just to add a little bit to it.
Okay.
We're sitting at plus 689, so we got to get it to at least plus 1,000.
I'm trying to like Jocelyn Edwards money line.
No, Rohan, kill yourself.
Win, bro. She's gonna win.
Jocelyn Edwards
on her level, man.
Brother,
I mean, not that there's level, but I think she is better, just like overall.
Brother, fuck that.
There's so many though. Like, I mean, you're saying no to that one. You're saying no to the Onama, no to Min Yang in round 1. I think that's the likely one.
Okay. How about Schnell and Flick to complete round 1? It's minus 210. It's not even that bad.
Okay, 210.
And that's the parlay right there, plus 1,064.
All right. Yeah, fight starts round 2. Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me. I don't want to do something you don't want.
No, I mean, it's one of those fights. I feel like there's so many different ways it could play out that I can't really like put a
Yeah, but like at the end of the day, I think it's gonna be a striking fight, and Schnell doesn't really have the power to finish him in round 1. So
yeah. That's a good point. It will be a striking fight. The only way this fight does end up on the ground is like if Jimmy Flick does some weird scramble thing to force it to the ground. I don't think Schnell is gonna look for any sort of takedown. So yeah, I think over a round, it should go to the second round.
There we go. There's our parlay. Boom, 2 down, folks.
All right.
Def not safe. We gotta cook, Rohan.
Def not safe.
Okay, here's where I can like start agreeing with you a little bit, and I can buy into your
loosen the
listen up. Smith Ming Yang Zheng under 0.5 plus 240.
Yes, that's what I was looking for on fucking fight odds. I can't find the odds for it, but that would be in my parlay if I made one. But thank you for saying that. Yes, absolutely, because there's every possibility that happens, as there is that the Anthony Smith wins it in later or by decision. I think so. Yeah, at that price, it's decent.
Chikadze Onama to start round 1.
To start round 2, you mean?
Oh no, minus 650. Holy ass.
Because they expect Onama to just sit on this guy. That is what this odds is telling me, that they expect
Onama Chikadze over 1.5.
Yeah, minus 400. I mean, it should hit. I don't see Onama really. I don't think Chikadze's gonna lie there and die. So I think like he's gonna put up a fight on the feet, obviously. And if it does go to the ground, that's the thing. Like we really haven't seen him, and it's crazy to say that still about this guy, but we really haven't seen him in a compromising position on the ground. So we'll see. But yeah, I do think over 1.5 is good. So that's nice. All
right, we got to start cooking a little bit here.
I like Randy and Dalby to go like over 2.5, only minus 250. I think that's pretty good. To be honest.
I feel like there's a chance Randy could finish him early.
Dalby doesn't really get finished though. By like, who does he get finished?
But now he's like 40 years old, dude. Like it's really a wild card. I mean, I know this is definitely not safe, but I feel like
he's never been finished. He's literally never been finished. Randy Brown is gonna have to take some power out of that we haven't
There's a
seen.
first time for everything, bro. Name one
There's a
fighter.
first time for everything, but okay, true. But Randy Brown, let's just go take a peek, and I'll just see if I'm leaning any which way. Okay. He beat Muslim Salikov with a straight right. I remember that. Good shot. He landed. He did slump him, but like Salikov's been that was only his second knockout loss. So, I mean, okay, but like I don't know. Like Salikov,
MMA math that's being done right in front of our eyes.
I know. I'm not trying to do MMA math, but I'm just
Let's
trying to see.
come back to it. I don't know. I really don't mind it. Let's just come back to it. I feel like there are better options. How about Muniz and Alaskarov to finish round 1?
That should hit.
You like it?
Really, I mean, because people are pretty low on it's Ikram. It feels like right now. That's why I feel like because
we can just play. We can just play
700 or some shit.
Let's just play the over 1.5 minus 120. Minus 125.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. Because he can. Well, obviously on the ground, it's all about if Muniz gets caught, and I think he can last at least.
I don't think he gets caught.
You don't think what?
I don't think he gets caught. I think he'll be fine.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think he's shown like better, striking defense against like dangerous guys. He's fought some dangerous guys. Or what happened in that Paul Craig fight? I'm forgetting. Did he lose that
one? Yeah, he got finished in round 1.
Anyways, that's not Paul Craig. That's pretty decent. That should be pretty good odds already, but let's keep going. We probably won't need like 6 legs. How about nah, bro? There's a few fights that are telling me split decision, and you know which ones they are, but I'm gonna save them for a little. Maybe
you want to just spin. You want to just spin Brown money line again?
I do think he wins the fight. Yeah, I'm struggling to see Dalby winning the fight. So yeah, I like that.
Sorry.
There you go.
I gotta go in D&D.
Who else? We haven't touched anything on that Kwamba Romero fight, and I feel like there's like that's probably the smartest thing. But an Elder Young, like I'm feeling Elder, but I don't know. I like their lines for the overs and are also very juiced in that one. I'm gonna have to do some more tape on that one, to be honest. On Gage Young, but you want to, Wellmaker. How do you feel about that fight? Because I'm feeling Wellmaker. I'm
not. I think Simon wins.
Oof. The odds are like the same across the board. That's interesting.
Gage Young and Elder to go over 2.5.
I was thinking about that because I'm looking at the split. I like maybe a split in that one. It's only plus 400. That feels weird for that kind of fight, but it makes sense.
Nah, it's a little.
I don't know, bro. But yeah, I do think over 2.5 because, like, Elder at this point is a little old. And Gage Young, we don't know what he's gonna be able to bring. Evan Elder's not that old. What am I talking about? He's 28. The fuck. But I don't know. When's the last time he fought? Darius Flowers, 2024.
All right, we're getting too caught up in some bullshit. Come on, we gotta lock in, Rohan.
There's not. You said it yourself. There's not a lot of good spots on this card.
Yeah, it's tough. Castaneda, come on. Agree with me for one.
On Castaneda, but if you want to throw it in the def not safe, it's def not safe, and he's younger.
You're not confident though, and I've turned down a bunch of years. Castaneda point spread. We can agree there.
Absolutely.
We can agree there. There we go.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's not going to be a 3-0 Gutierrez. I don't see that happening. What's the odds on that? Yeah, that might be the parlay piece of the weekend, low key.
Fuck, we still got to cook though.
What is these odds at? The plus 240.
Right now we're at plus 1,000.
That's it. Oh my god. All right, we got to make a good leg for this one. Muniz, Alaskarov. No, we did that. Randy, we did that. Michelle, man, Michelle Moneyline. Michelle Moneyline. It's there, it's right in front of our face. It's saying, yo, take me. I'm not losing to this no cardio guy. I'm not losing. The crowd is going to be on my side in Kansas City. There's a bunch of weirdos that love Michelle Pereira, and he's going to come in there and he's just going to do Pereira things, you know? Come on. Come on. Yeah. Let's go.
All
We
right,
need one more?
One more leg here.
All right. Anything else that's screaming at us? Like in that main event, is anything screaming at you? Like I know you're on Gary,
Gary
but
is
is anything screaming at you? Really? I don't know, man. I think the over 2.5 maybe, because it's a 5-rounder. Minus 200. That's not bad. But we are. I don't.
Yeah, look at the chat. Look at the screen.
What, bro?
I agree with him.
Bro, come on, man. Are we putting that? Save that for your parlay or put that in the. Isn't your parlay coming up next or one of ours is?
He said Lionheart to tuck the kids in.
Hey, bro, if he does that, my God. I know Ashton absolutely believes that too. I know he does. Oh my God. Shit. I don't know, dude. Like I actually don't know.
Okay, how about we replace Randy Brown money line with Randy Brown minus 3.5?
That's tough because if like he doesn't, if he starts to
he's the more talented fighter by far.
Yeah, but he's not the builder in that fight. Dalby is the one that always, that's what he does. Like that's just what he does.
I know, but
Brown's
coming off a fight. Brown's coming off a fight against Brian Battle, in which I thought he won.
I know. I mean, everybody thought he won, but Battle is not Dalby, like in the sense that, but like he's more skilled, but like the way that Battle fights is not as like imposing as regardless. I do think like so what are you saying? You're saying the spread? Yeah, that's what you said. Minus 3.5.
Yeah, I did.
What is that? What is that? It can't be crazy. It's like
plus 100.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I don't know. If you like it, we'll do it. If you don't, we won't. It's up to you, man. I don't want to force it on you. These are both of our parlays.
That's true. I mean,
I've dubbed a lot of shit.
Coming from though. You see where I'm saying? It's just like that's the only concern. But I do think that he's gonna win the fight, and he does have.
We'll just keep his money line then. Fuck, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's a tough card, but we're trying.
I don't want to add an unnecessary leg though. So if we gotta make one of these like a little better.
You know what? We're sitting at plus 181. We need one more leg.
Yo, wait. Hold on. Amareem and Viana under 1.5.
Brother, we've used that for every fight though.
I know. Wait, what? Like the over under? You mean?
The fight.
Oh, that fight in specific. Yeah, we did. Actually, I didn't see it. Amareem spread, and then the other one.
We can't just chief that fight. It's kind of crazy.
All right.
I mean, we could just do Amareem money line minus 900, get to plus 2,000 and call it a day.
Yeah, she's not gonna lose.
Fuck it, bro. We're gonna be depending on. I don't give a fuck.
Minus 600 like 2 days ago. Holy shit.
We're gonna be here all day if you don't do it. Boom. Minus 900 plus 2,026.
I don't even know what's going on with the Knicks, man.
Well, we're winning right now.
Are we? Bet.
Yeah, we're up 4 in the second quarter.
All right. Whose parlay is up now? You or me?
It's you, man.
It's me.
I'm gonna go take a. But you have connection to this, correct? I shared the screen.
Oh yeah. The document, you mean?
Yeah. I'm going to leak, so go do that.
All right. Yeah. Let me pull it up. Oh man, now he's gonna make me go find it in my docs. Anyways. Before I write anything down, I'll just tell you guys what I'm thinking. And I love Amareem by sub. I think that is very likely this weekend. I think Polyana Viana is very bad on the ground, and Amareem has submitted better fighters than Polyana Viana easily. She always, I mean, armbar is her favorite submission. I think she can just pull that out whenever she wants, because whenever she gets this fight to the ground, I think she's gonna have a lot of success. And yeah, I'm feeling Amareem by sub as my first leg. So let me check the odds on that really quickly. I don't think they're actually going to be that crazy because everybody's pretty together on this one. Let's see. Amareem wins by submission is minus 175. It's juiced. I understand. I get that. But sometimes you got to play the juice because when they know the outcome, they know the outcome. Jacqueline Amareem. Is he spelling full names today? No, he's not. Okay. Amareem by sub. What is it? Minus 175. All right. Leg number 2. I was feeling the Castaneda and Gutierrez fight. I'm thinking maybe that fight to go to split decision. I'm thinking about some split decision possibilities on this card. That's one that definitely comes to mind. Even the one above that, Elder and Young, I feel like that can also go to split decision. Simon Wellmaker could go to split decision. There's a lot. I don't want to fall in love with it, but maybe I just play a money line. There's some times where you just gotta when a line is speaking to you. I think Wellmaker is gonna beat Simon. Just based on the tape I've seen, I know Wellmaker is a bit raw in the sense he hasn't faced the best competition. At the UFC level, doesn't have too much experience. I get that. I just think, I think there's a big discrepancy in the striking. There might be a big discrepancy on the ground as well, but we're really not too sure there. But I really like what I saw out of him on the feet, man. I like how he takes his time. I don't think he's going to get caught up in any of Simon's phone booth exchanges. I think he's going to maintain the distance very well, do his job and keep it standing, and I think he can definitely win. So minus 115 I'm seeing on basically every book. That's pretty solid. And then I'm going to try to just get a nice little juicy leg here to close it out. Can I go Zhang knockout round 1 and feel good about it?
I'm back. I won't advise you to do anything, but the parlay's got to be at least plus 1,000, bro.
I know, that's why I'm looking for a juicy leg. But there's not. Or maybe I add another one. But Zhang.
What do you mean? You're looking? Do you know what a juicy leg? Juiced means heavy favorite. So
I know, but in a different context, juicy as in juicy to add the juice.
Just say I'm looking for a dog, a big dog.
I'm looking for a big dog or whatever. I'm looking for some nice big odds to add to this, to increase the odds. Anyways, I don't know. You're right. I do need to add a nice one here, or maybe I just add another one because I do think Zhang in round 1. I'm seeing that at plus 100. What's it on DraftKings? And what are the odds on these ones on DraftKings? Because I don't know.
Fixing it right now. Oh, shit. What the fuck just happened? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Sorry. 1 second, folks. This is the only one that's fucked up. You're at a plus 190.
All right. Amareem sub 1. Fuck it. Amareem sub 1. What's that? Amareem sub 1. We're going Amareem sub 1.
Plus 150. Not really a difference, man.
Bro. Yo. Why? Okay, but oh my God. I mean, just do that anyways, though. Do that anyways. Amareem sub plus 150. Wellmaker money line. And then hold on. Bear with me. This is a tough card, man. You know what? Wait, what is Prates by what am I doing? Prates knockout. Prates knockout. Prates in rounds 1 or 2 plus 300. Throw that in there. Throw that in there, baby. That's the parlay. That should do it. That should give me good odds there.
What do you want?
Prates in rounds 1 or 2 to close me out. I saw that for plus 300, but I don't know what it is on DraftKings. Hopefully higher than that. Okay. Look, guys, if you want a quick explanation, I know Lucas is on the other side here. I understand why. I understand the concerns about the wrestling. But I just think this Fighting Nerds camp, they got that covered. Like, it's not like they're not talking about they're not addressing the wrestling concerns. They know what to expect. We saw it in the Silva fight. He was out wrestling Bryce Mitchell because of the preparation that they put into that fight, and just the fact that they're well organized, well skilled, all around fighters. And I think Prates is no different. And not to mention, the striking is a different stratosphere than Gary.
There you go.
Ooh, yo, those odds are nice, man. Look, throw some on that, guys. It's hitting. Trust.
It's my turn, baby. Here we go, folks. Everyone lock in because I'm about to deliver the greatest parlay you've seen in your entire life. Okay, we're going to start off with Ian Gary on the money line. Okay, minus 130. I think he wins the fight. Rohan and I are on different sides. The public is on Prates' side, without a doubt. I mean, I've been scrolling on Twitter, and absolutely everybody's on Prates.
Good.
I know Gary's a cuck, but you can't deny that he's good and he's smart, and that's all you need to be to defeat Carlos Prates. I think he'll fight to a smart game plan and get it done. I think Ian Gary wins minus 130. I think is a fair line, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take Ian Gary at minus 130. You know what? I'm gonna keep it very, very short. Very short. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it very, very, very short. I'm gonna go with David Onama to win by submission at plus 800.
Ooh, I like it. I love that one, actually. I picked that one in Tapology. I kind of regret not giving that a look, but I do see that outcome as a big, strong possibility.
And brother, that's my parlay right there.
I like it, man. I like it a lot.
Look at that.
I like them both. We got one more to go.
They're literally absolutely insane, man.
One
more, baby. One more. The draft is about. Oh, it started. Oh shit.
I know, man. I need.
All right, let's get insane, Rohan. Let's get insane.
Let's go ahead. Let's get insane. We should have kept that Onama sub for this one, but we can't recycle.
By the way, can we look at this guy's profile picture? You look mad good in that. How do I see more?
That's from like freaking middle school or like first year of high school, bro. That's crazy. Nah, I gotta update that, but maybe I don't because it's like.
No. That's you gotta leave it, bro.
I gotta leave it. The absolutely
Let's cook, man. Let's cook.
I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to chef up.
Okay.
Last time we didn't even come close. We were taking hella split decisions. We gotta stay away.
I know. It's not a good idea, but hear me.
I feel like we should go more like exact outcomes. Just where your heart. Like Gary decision. If you want to throw Gary decision in there, hey, I'm not opposed. You know, I do think that's a strong. Okay. Let me see the line on that actually. Gary
plus 225. I mean, if you want that, hey, I'm not opposed.
No, I'm not saying I want that, but I'm saying if he wins the fight, is he gonna finish Carlos Prates? Is he gonna knock him out? No. Is he gonna sub him? Maybe.
I think there's a chance he gets him late.
By sub, not by knockout. I mean, yeah. I mean, like he has been.
Okay, hear me out. I want you to hear me out. Can you hear me out?
Yeah, I'm hearing you out.
Okay, thank God. Listen to a brother. The last fight of Polyana Viana, she got TKO'd by a submission artist in Jillian Robertson. What's telling you that it can't happen again? Amarine by KO at plus 400. That she could just pound her out instead of submitting her.
Well, I did play Amarine submission, so I would rather not that happen, but I do think, yeah, there's a strong chance.
But it's a literally absolutely insane parlay. Like there's a
400, yeah. I like it. I like it. I like that. I like that a lot. I do. That's a good point. Polyana Viana, if she gets taken down, like held in a top mount, like with the legs locked up, then yeah, I could definitely see a ground and pound finish for Emery. Man, I think she does have a few. Let me see her resume. Has she ever? She does. She has, right? My typology is being slow. Jacqueline Amarine.
I'm at him.
She has 2 wins by knockout. Yeah. Why not?
It was a UFC win by knockout.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. It was against Montserrat Ruiz. Yes, that is the type of level we're looking at. And, hey, Polyana, she's not exactly that level, but I think she's closer to that than Emery. So, moving on. Leg number 2. I mean, we don't. Yeah, let's get insane. Let's get insane.
Okay, you don't have to get insane, but hear me out. Blackshear, okay, wait. Blackshear, round 1, round 2. Plus 185.
Yeah. Plus 185. I like that. I like that a lot too, just because of the odds, really. I mean, I think, yeah, that probably be closer to like plus 160, maybe plus one. Yeah, he's probably gonna win this like all 3 rounds if he fights the typical Damon Blackshear fight, just because Alatengeli doesn't really shine anywhere. He's got a huge.
Look, I'm gonna let you cook for this last leg, but it's got to be juice because right now we're sitting at plus 1325. This leg has to be like big, 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 big. So go ahead. Look, I've taken the wheel so far. You got to take over.
All right, I'll give you one more. I don't no repeats or anything like that. Randy, nah. All right, I'm gonna say, look. Hold on. Michel Pereira. Where's the combined rounds for that? In round 1 or 2? Or Pereira in round 1 even.
Let's go Pereira round 1 at that point.
Yeah, Pereira round 1 plus 350.
Let's see what that comes out to. I don't mind that at all, actually.
That is how he wins a lot of his fights. I like that.
I like it. Comes out to plus 1,600. No. 6,300. Sorry.
Oh my God. We're feeding families. Nah, this would be crazy, obviously, but I do like the legs. I mean, they're all strong individual plays. If you just want, guys, again, like these streams, like we're doing it for fun, but all the scouring the markets and putting these bets on the screen, just like for individual bets as well. Like use them for helping yourselves out, and you're gonna make some money. Because I do think that, look, Pereira money line is a strong play at that price. It's a strong play at that price, and him to get it done by finish is probably a likely outcome there. And then Blackshear, we're both pretty confident that he gets the job done. But again, against this level of opponent, there's every chance he finishes him. Same thing with Emery by a knockout. You never know how she can get it done when there's such a big discrepancy in level. So I like all these legs for sure.
There we go, folks. That's every parlay. Let's go through every single parlay before we sign off. Let me zoom out here. Starting with the safe parlay. We got Brown money line. I mean, I think he gets it done. I just think the youthfulness will win Brown this fight, and he's also just significantly more talented. Blackshear, I think he probably subs Alatengeli. Blackshear's not really like a minute winner, but as soon as this fight hits the mat, he's just insanely dominant. So I think he finds a sub. We'll take the money line to be safe in this one. I put minus 529. Sorry, that's 520. Chanel in the money line, minus 180. I just think he's better than Flick everywhere. Outside of the jiu-jitsu, Chanel has some Flick has some pretty dangerous subs, but Chanel, I just think on the feet it's going to be a wash. And Chanel actually doesn't have bad jiu-jitsu whatsoever. He's a pretty good jiu-jitsu artist. Look back at that Sumu Darji fight, got him in a nice triangle. I think he's good, and I think he probably, I don't know. The whole retirement debacle is a little bit of a concern, but I do think he gets it done. I just think he's the better mixed martial artist. As simple as that. Amareem ITD. I think she finishes Viana. Simple as that. There's a reason she's minus 900. And then Simon Wellmaker over 2.5. This fight's currently sitting at even. But Simon's tough as nails. I know he's coming off a finished loss against Talbot, but I mean, this is a different fight. Bigger octagon as well. I think Simon will, do his game, mix his strikes with his grappling. I think this probably goes the distance. Over 2.5 minus 175. I think it's a good line for us. Plus 437. That's the safe parlay right there. Rohan, if you want to talk about this one, go ahead.
Yeah, Castaneda Gutierrez fight goes the distance. I think that's that's pretty much a lock. These guys are not fight finishers. They're both point fighters, and maybe Castaneda has a little bit more finishing potential, but Gutierrez is still a really tough fighter. So Chandler and Edwards fight goes the distance. Pretty much the same thing, but it's just a low level female fight. So that's pretty much an auto play at this point for us. And then Gary Prates over 1.5. I think, look, these guys at this level, I'd be pretty surprised if either of them got a first round finish. It's a 5-round fight. This is a huge fight that has a lot of title implications. So both of them are going to go into that, not on edge, but just definitely on their P's and Q's. So I think we see not a long fight per se, but definitely over 1.5. Zhang and Smith under 2.5. I think there's every chance that finishes under half a round, if not under 1.5 rounds. So under 2.5 should be very, very safe in this fight. I do not see this going to decision unless Anthony Smith can turn back the clock to a time that we don't really want to see. Blackshear by sub, Lucas just talked about that. Amarim minus the 3.5, we talked about that as well. She is the much better fighter. And then Schnell and Flick, fight starts round 2. I guess that is in my opinion, it might be the most risky leg because you just never know with both of these guys' durability, but it might just cancel out and it's going to be a striking fight. So I think it's worth a shot. I like it.
Boom. Next up, we got the Def Not Safe. I can't scroll down. What the fuck? Come on.
Then it gives you some trouble. There you go.
Every time. As Rohan just mentioned, Zhang Smith under 0.5. I feel like the most likely outcome is a Zhang KO within like 2 minutes. So under 0.5 at plus 240, I feel like is a good line. I do think Zhang's kind of fraudulent outside of round 1. But with this line, I feel like you have to take it, especially in the Def Not Safe. Onama Chikadze over 1.5. I think Onama finds a finish, but I think he finds it late. I still think Chikadze is like okay. I know he looked like somewhat washed in his last fight, but I do feel like he's good enough to survive early and make it competitive. But the later it goes, I feel like Onama could get on top and possibly find a submission. We'll get into that later. Alaskarov Muniz over 1.5. This is one of the most ridiculous lines ever. Like when Alaskarov was a minus 700, I was like, what the fuck is going on? This guy's coming off a brutal knockout. Not only that, I mean, he's proved nothing in the UFC. He beat Phil Hawes, who was 0 chin. He beat Warley Alves, who was a corpse. What has he proved? We'll take the over 1.5. I think if Alaskarov finds a finish, it's later. I think Muniz can make this competitive early. Brown money line, we already talked about that. Castaneda plus 3.5 point spread. I think Castaneda wins outright. That's all I have to say about that. Pereira money line, I think he finds a finish early, probably. I just think both these fighters are actually really, really talented. It's just the durability and cardio on both of the sides. There's a reason why the line's so close, but I just think Pereira is a little bit better, which makes sense why he's minus 142. He's a little bit of the favorite. We'll put him in. It's the Def Not Safe. I don't know if I'll play him straight, but it's the Def Not Safe for a reason. Amarim on the ML, minus 900 just to get it to plus 2,000. That's it. She's going to dominate. There it is. Rohan, it's time for you to break down your parlay. Talk to us.
Yeah, man. Look, obviously nothing too safe, but I think that Amarim by sub in itself is going to happen. I just think that is going to happen. I think she is probably going to submit her in the first round because if she gets this fight to the ground, I struggle to see Polyana Viana having the strength to get it back up. She just has never been a good grappler. She's been submitted by worse grapplers, and Amarim has submitted better grapplers. So I just don't see how she wouldn't win this fight and how she wouldn't find a submission other than, Lucas mentioning earlier in the pod, like she could potentially knock her out as well. But I do think she finishes this fight. So sub 1, why not? Wellmaker money line. Look, we're on opposite sides. And it's not like I'm too crazy confident in Wellmaker. I might have a small bet on him, but nothing too crazy. I just think that the striking accuracy is going to be the biggest factor. It's going to be paid dividends for Wellmaker in this fight. I think, Simon is going to learn a lot of lessons from the Talbot fight and maybe mix up his approach and try to have a more wrestle-heavy game plan. But if Wellmaker's takedown defense holds up at any level, I just think he has Simon beat on the feet. It's pretty much that simple for me. So I think I'm just betting on Wellmaker to be a good enough grappler to keep this one standing, and then just do what he does because he is the more accurate, the faster striker, and I just think he's gonna be better in that department. So I like his money line. And then Prates in 1 and 2, again, me and Lucas on the other side. But I think that if Prates wins this fight,
that's his path.
That's his path. Exactly. Thank you. That's exactly what I was going to say. I mean, Gary, his path is a late finish or a decision. I mean, that's how he wins pretty much all of his fights nowadays. And it's a style that's gotten him to, to a good place in the division. But I don't know. Against somebody like Prates, who's so dangerous and so accurate on the feet. I mean, this guy is drawing comparisons, not for myself personally, but some guys have said he reminds them of Anderson Silva. And I think that is a stretch, but it's also just a testament to how good this guy is on the feet. He's got every tool in the arsenal. He's super athletic. I mean, he's got knee knockouts, spinning knockouts, elbow knockouts, you name it, man. This guy's got it on his resume. So I think Ian Gary, with the amount of holes he's shown on the feet, if for any second he just loses his head, I think Prates can capitalize. So I like that. Plus 1,700. Hey, man, it's worth a little $5 sprinkle. Go get you something nice, man.
Brother, breaking news. The Cleveland Browns just traded their pick to the Jaguars, and they're on the clock.
Oh, my days. So who are they going? Shedeur then, no? No. Well, they wouldn't go Shedeur. Who are they taking? Who would they go? I'm not even up on all the. I don't
know. They have Trevor Lawrence. So, who are they going to go? Oh my God, probably Hunter.
Oh yeah, they would go Hunter.
And here we go.
Well, then that makes our decision even better because I mean, obviously we're gonna miss out on Hunter, but Carter is the choice. I think it's not gonna be Shedeur, bro. We cannot take Shedeur. That's not a thing. At least for me, but. The Giants quarterbacks, it just seems like it doesn't work out. Let's see what they're saying on Twitter.
Wow, crazy trade. All right, let me get into my parlay as I'm watching this draft. I wonder who they're going to go. Are they going to move on from Trevor Lawrence? Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just
we're an NFL podcast now, guys.
Oh, by the way, Ward was already drafted.
Yeah. I saw that.
Of course. I'm going to have that on my phone right here. Okay, it's my time. 2 legs, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is our first 2-leg parlay ever. Is it?
Yeah, you must have had one before. You put a lot of short parlays together, but hey, maybe it is. It's a good one if it is.
I like Gary on the money line, -130. I think he's able to dirty box. I think he's able to hold Prates in the clinch, and I think he's able to be the better mixed martial artist. But where it gets really controversial is the Onama sub. But at the same time, I don't think it's controversial whatsoever because I think he can get Chikate down, which 100%. And I think Chikate really hasn't been tested on the ground whatsoever. If you really think about it, who's taking Chikate down, Rohan?
No, I absolutely agree. I mean, I was saying that the same thing in the podcast when we talked about this fight. I mean, this is a perfect spot for him to be exposed. So, yeah. Absolutely.
You're giving me Onama sub at +800. I feel like that's kind of ridiculous. So there you go. 2-leg parlay. I think there's a real chance Onama could find a submission +1492. I'm going to take that all day, every fucking day.
There we go. And then we got one more.
We're back. We're combined here for the literally absolutely insane parlay. Amareem KO TKO. I feel like most likely Amareem does find the sub, but we saw her crumble against Jillian Robertson and just get pounded out, in round 2. So why can't Amareem do the same thing? She's done it before in the UFC, +400. I feel like is generous. Give it to me. Blackshear round 1, round 2. I think Blackshear finds a sub early. I think that's his path, +185. Again, I feel like it's crazy. And then Rohan, Pereira round 1 was all you.
Yeah, man. I mean, we touched on how I think this fight, the odds are a little short just because there is a little uncertainty with Pereira, and it always is. But I just think when it comes down to it, he is the type of fighter that Abus doesn't want to fight. You know, somebody that's going to force the issue and bring the fight to Abus and make him engage. That he wants to be on the outside, you know, fighting his comfortable fight at a distance. But Pereira's not going to let that happen. He never lets that happen. And I think there's every chance that this fight ends in the first round. You know, Pereira is actually somebody that finishes a lot of his opponents in the first round. I know Abus is you know, a bit of a tougher test than a lot of the guys he's faced, but I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility whatsoever. Plus 350, I think you're giving me Pereira inside the distance at what is it, like plus 170. I think round 1, he could definitely get it done in round 1. So I like Michel Pereira on the money line and in the first round against Abus. No cardio Magomedov. That's his name.
There's our plus 6,312. We hit a parlay last week, folks. Let's see if we can do it again. There you go. Hope you guys enjoyed as the Jaguars are making their pick. Rohan, let's watch together.
Let's watch.
I hope we don't get copyrighted for this.
Shit, low key, we might get copyrighted. No, put it down. Put it down.
Fuck it. Okay, wait. Who do we want them to pick? It doesn't matter. We'll take whoever.
Shador. Low key, just take Shador, so we have Travis as an option.
Oh, he's yapping.
Yeah, who is this making the pick? Who's making?
Should I end this, or do you want to hear this?
No, I mean we can talk. We can hear it and then end it. Hear it and then end it. But
Okay,
just, don't show it. Don't show it.
Fans out there. He's
Bro,
yapping.
copyright struck. Nah, man.
As we remember, Walter Payton strived to leave a positive legacy.
Oh no. We gotta.
We're out, folks. Thank you very much. We'll see you later.